Working on the Crackerbox today. So here's what we're doing. Little work on the interior. Gonna try to get out that disgusting flooring so that I can get her cleaned up and do some painting. We'll fix all the wiring underneath the dash there. We'll clean all that up, run some new fresh wire. Of course, we're gonna do the gauges and the dash, gonna do all that. But I figured, well, I'll start the floor here and get this stuff up off of there, whatever it's called. See if I can get the new stuff, and we'll go from there. But it's down pretty good, so I'm having to use the scraper and bang it up, separate the glue from the floor. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Actually, I found a better way to do it. Rather than using the hammer and the heavy-duty putty knife, just pull it back and use a nice sharp razor knife. Keep her going. I want to try and keep it in one piece if I can, because I want to make a new pattern for the new piece. So I really don't want a bunch of broken pieces. So here's the end result of that little exercise in making a mess. I got to scrape all that up, vacuum it up, and get some of that glue off of there. Okay, so I did the same thing to the passenger side over here, and got all that up there. There was a sheet metal box here, and I'll show you that. It was, I think it was original. It was attached here and here. Man, I couldn't get them screws out. And then, of course, there's a metal piece that goes here. I had to just get rid of all them screws. None of them would come out, so I ground them off. I'll grind that down, re-drill when I put them on. And then we'll wipe all this down with mineral spirits, clean all that up. I'm going to remove that and get access to the front vent, because that runs over to the driver's side. You can see the T right there by the steering column. So we'll get that all cleaned up. See, that vent right there is controlled by that. So, and I did get the seat apart over here. I was able to get to the back of it. I lubed up the tracks and got it to move forward. Everything's working real nice. There's even a cylinder under here. You can see that, and it's working really good. I just lubricated everything up so the adjustments work. Got that seat back off, and you can see that the bottom looking pretty good. So somebody must have had that redone. So I'll just have the back covered to match that. And then, of course, same, I'm going to use mineral spirits. I'm really going to clean all this up here. I'm going to clean all this. I probably won't do anything with it, but clean it. I think it'll all clean up nice. I want to keep that boss stitch seat the way it is. I want it to look right. I want it to be right. I'll make some refinements, but for the main part, most part, I mean, I am going to make sure it looks right and not all cobbed up. So here's the seat back. You see that, of course, it's trashed. We got that off, so that'll get cleaned and repainted. There's that box I told you about, sheet metal box that was beside the passenger seat, little thing there. I don't know what that's for, but there's the cover for the heater hoses over on that passenger side. That's the cover for the electrical box here behind the driver's side, that area right there. You can see where it was at. So that covers for that. We'll get all that cleaned off and repainted. And there was even some cool old school reflectors that were on the passenger side. They were in this tray. So cool stuff. So onward we go. So let's take a look at what we have here. Look at that nasty, nasty rodent garbage that was in here once I removed this plate here that was up at an angle and covering the vent so I can get to that and work on that. I had to clean all that garbage out of here, and I have yet to do it. But look at this. This is how it's coming out. I'm getting my green back. Starting to scrub a little bit there. I'm going to scrub it as good as I can, see how it looks. I might leave it because it's part of it. It's part of the patina, but we'll see. I mean, I may end up painting some of it, but this in here definitely is going to get touched up and painted. But that all cleaned up there, that was as black as ever. That's supposed to be black, and all that'll come clean. That'll all come clean, but I gotta wait for it to dry out. I had to use, you know, the antibacteria. I had to use bleach and the green scrubbies. So yeah, old trucks, man. Nasty, nasty. Them rotten rodents, they like them too, and they make a mess in them. So onward we go. Here's the diamond plate rubber material that I ordered. Got that off Amazon. I got a 4-foot by 6-foot piece, which is perfect. And these are the old nasty mats inside the Crackerbox. So what I'm doing is I'm turning it upside down on the bottom. To get the pattern, I'm using a white Stabilo to draw the line on here. And I got to figure out what is a legit hole and what is not legit, because there was a lot of holes on this driver's side. So hopefully I've got all these areas drawn right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to double measure my cab. This piece here is showing about 44.5. Okay, right back to the fuse box. Looks like I'm 42 3/4, and I think you had 3 inches for that. 42, that's 42 3/4, so 45 3/4 is that length. So that's 45. I don't think I have that actually, to be honest with you. I gotta go. So see, I've got 4 feet 40. Oh, okay, I got it. So 45 3/4 is what I want. I got to show you guys my sign I did. There she be, Detroit Diesel. See, I did it in the dark green only because there's so much white in here. If I did the Detroit sign like most Detroit signs are, they're white with the yellow and red arrow. It wouldn't have shown up in here. So that's why I did it that way, and I added the 6V-71 Crackerbox part in the close to the alpine green color. It gives you the flavor anyways. But hey, I got to show you something cool that happened today. I had a visit from a special guy from Pittsburgh. Get everything turned on here. I got to have the full effect, you know. So I had a special visit from a guy, Jim Stiegler from Pittsburgh today. His father drove for Lyons Transportation Lines, and of course he saw the videos, and we met up at the Columbiana Truck Show October 2nd, and we decided that we would get together because he's got pictures from when Lyons Transportation officially closed, October 4-ish, somewhere around there, he thought, of 1990. So he went and took pictures. I think he said he was like 18 or 19 years old. He was just starting trucking himself, and he is a trucker. He's a driver today. But so he went and took pictures of the terminals, Erie and Cleveland and Pittsburgh, of course. So he brought some pictures up to share and some models and things he's done and some great memorabilia from Lyons Transportation Lines. And he brought me a couple gifts. First of all, this Preston truck right here, which is killer, of course, for the Truckers Lounge. So he gave me that to add to the little display here. And this is like so cool. I did not know, but Lyons Transportation Lines had their own federal credit union. And evidently, because he had a whole bunch of these patches and they're all different, and we're surmising that every year they must have come out with a new patch. And Phil Cochran, brother of John, he was the war hero. He was into horses. And so that's the connection with horses and the LTL Federal Credit Union. So pretty cool. So then he also had done this little HO scale Louisville Ford in the LTL colors, and he printed those little decals and everything a while back on his printer, and he's doing some other stuff right now to get going on that. So I just added it to my collection here, and this is on loan. He's gonna he'll be back, and we're gonna exchange some more pictures. I let him take some pictures, and he left some here, left me some killer books, but I'll share all that with you later. But I just wanted to show you that. I just love this because you guys are just awesome people. You drivers are awesome people. And this is such a great hobby for me as a fan. So I enjoy having visits and bringing people into the Truckers Lounge. And he wasn't a coffee drinker, though. I'm going to have to work on that. I got to get him drinking some coffee. I mean, you can't come to the Truckers Lounge and not drink the Truckers Lounge coffee. You know what I'm saying? All right, just thought I'd give you a little update there, and I'm going to get back to work here on getting this flooring done for the Crackerbox Shack, Crackerbox. So stick around town. Okay, so I laid this in roughly. This plate will go back there after I get that all nicely repainted. I mean, this looks okay, but I can't say I'm happy up here. I think what's going on here is I think there's supposed to be a cover because I can see some holes and things, and even if there wasn't, I'm making one because I can't stand that. Don't look good. So we're gonna make us a cover that whole steering column after we do the wiring, and it'll come down, and I'm going to make sure that it covers this. Yeah, that's the brake treadle, and I still have to trim over there for the throttle pedal, and I'm not happy with that over there either. But I copied exactly what the old one was. But look here, I'm short. I don't understand it. I mean, I can move it up, but then I'm going to get a gap here. And I don't want a gap here. Unless I got some kind of trim piece that can go around there, but not bad. I mean, it's going to be all right because this isn't going to be all bright and dirty here. That's all going to be green. And there'll be a cover on this. And I may cut another piece. Somehow piece in a new piece up there. But I don't know how that happened, but I copied what I pulled out of there. But I guess I'm pretty happy with this corner. This will look all right. So that's what we'll do. See here's the passenger side piece. So that'll go in over there, okay. And we did some work over here the other day, but I'll put that in another video. Got the rust off them pipes. And to be honest with you, I'm thinking that I want to put some bigger pipes on here because I want a little noise, and it's too quiet. It's too tame. I do like the 3-inch pipes, but I may go to a 4-inch straight pipe. I did a little bit of cleaning in here, and then I got some Alpine green going just around the places where it's going to show around the edges of the mat. So first I cleaned with that Purple Power stuff, and then I used paint thinner, basically mineral spirits, wipe everything down as best as I can, and so then the paint kind of sticks there. So I've got the Alpine green going on the inside, and then it'll look really good once that black diamond plate rubber is laid down. I've been showing you what I've been doing in here, cleaning up this area, trying to get it looking like it should be factory, putting in the diamond plate rubber. And I had some problems up here. Even though I copied what I took out, it still wasn't right. So I am going to make a cover here that'll probably cover that, but I'm going to fill that in. I filled in that, and I filled in an area right there with the piece that was cut out. And those areas are not going to get any foot traffic, I don't think. So they'll probably stand up. I don't know. I may do something else there. I may put another, I don't know what. But I mean, it's 10 times better than what it was. So now I need the trim piece that goes on the edge. So we're going to sand this puppy down. And I think what I'm going to do is paint those with that that paint that has a hammered finish, because I've got it kind of hides any imperfections in the metal. I like the way that hammered paint looks, so I used that a lot on the Caddyshack, and so that's what we're going to use there. There's that hammered product, and most of you guys know what that is, but I don't know if I'm allowed to show the name or not, so here we go. Got one coat on, going to put another coat, and then that piece goes right at the edge, and I'll show you that one once I put it on there. So there's the finished product on that hammered paint, which I really like. That's called black. It's more dark gray, but hey, I mean, you could overpaint it with black too if you wanted, you know, once that texture's on there, but I kind of like the dark gray against the black, so that's how I'll leave it. Just got to get some screws and finish cutting over there for the throttle pedal, and I'll probably spice this up a little bit, and then I will move to the other side. Other side's going to be maybe a little easier, because number one, I'll make sure of my cuts first before I cut, but it's a pretty clean area over here. I don't have a whole lot to cut around, so just got to finish cleaning up the center section. I got all this cleaned off here, so that's where we're going next. So I think I'm going to wrap it up on here for this update on the Crackerbox. Stick around town and like and subscribe, and check out some of the other videos in the meantime. Keep the hammer down, safe and sound.